Holy Eid Miladunnabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam tomorrow. The unparalleled code of life of the great Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam can ensure peace and welfare in the world, says Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus. Testimony of State Witness former IGP Mamun at International Crimes Tribunal. Law enforcement agency used lethal weapons against unarmed students and public by orders of fascist Sheikh Hasina and Asaduzzarman Khan. Bangladesh to be officially graduated from LDC to status of a developing country in November 2026, analyst says timely preparations essential. Vibrant Dakso election campaign online and offline. Mahin Sharkar supports Abu Bakr Majumdar for GS post. NCTB launches unprecedented monitoring system to ensure quality of textbook and prevent irregularities in new academic year. Students to receive higher quality books. Death toll from earthquake in Afghanistan surpasses 2,200. Rescue efforts ongoing. Another earthquake measuring 6.2 struck on Thursday. Bangladesh sent relief to earthquake-hit Afghanistan. Relief items include tents, winter clothes, dry food, emergency supplies and medicine. And in World Cup qualifiers, Argentina beat Venezuela by 3-0 goals with a brace from Messi. In another match, Brazil beat Chile by 3-0 goals. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to News at 10. This is Shoma Bose welcoming you all. Those were the headlines. Now move on to the details. Holy Eid Miladunnabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam tomorrow. The day will be observed across the country with due religious solemnity tomorrow. Eid Miladunnabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a significant festival for Muslims across the globe, marking the anniversary of the birth and demise of Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. On this day in 570, the 12th of Rabiul Awal of the Hijri calendar, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born in Makkah of Saudi Arabia with divine blessings and a message of peace for mankind. Different government and non-government organizations, including the Islamic Foundation, have chalked out elaborate programs to mark the day. Meanwhile, on the occasion of the Holy Eid Miladunnabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus has extended his heartfelt greetings to the Muslim Ummah, including their countrymen, in a message. Professor Muhammad Yunus said, Eid Miladunnabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a sacred and glorious day for the Muslims across the globe, marking the arrival of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who was sent as the Rahmatul lil Alamin, mercy for the entire universe. Chief Advisor said the timeless ideals and teachings of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam will continue to guide humanity across all ages and generations towards the path of salvation. He stressed that in today's conflict-ridden world, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam universal teachings and adherence to his Sunni and are the keys of establishing peace, justice and harmony. Former Inspector General of Police Chaudhry Abdullah Al Mamun has apologized in court, admitting responsibility for the genocide committed during the July uprising. Testifying as a state witness before the International Crimes Tribunal, he stated that on the direct orders of fascist Sheikh Hasina and the Minister Asaduzzarman Khan Kamal, the police and law enforcement agency used lethal weapons against students and the public. In his testimony, he sought forgiveness from the families of the victims, the injured and the entire nation. Analysts noted that during the tenure of the fallen government, the police were exploited for partisan interest to such an extent that ethical considerations were completely disregarded. In his deposition, Mamun also described in detail the vote-rigging strategies of the Awami League, explaining how election results were manipulated using the police. He further told the tribunal that the use of helicopters, drones and lethal weapons to suppress the movement was a political decision of the government. Mamun, one of the accused in the case, voluntarily applied to become a state witness, and upon the tribunal's approval, he was giving detailed testimony on the July massacre. The interim government strongly condemns the aberrant discrimination of the grave and the vile torching of the body of Nurul Haq Mullah, also known as Nura Pagal, at Gwalondo. This inhuman and despicable act is a direct affront of values, laws and the very fabric of a just and civilized society. Such acts of barbarity will not be tolerated under any circumstances. The interim government is committed to upholding the rule of law and preserving the sanctity of every human life, both in life and in death. The government assures the public that the perpetrators of the heinous crime will be identified and brought to justice with the full force of the law. No individual or group is above accountability. Immediate and tough legal action will be taken to ensure that those responsible face the consequences of their actions. The government calls on all citizens to reject hatred, stand united against violence and uphold the principles of dignity, justice and humanity. Bangladesh will officially graduate from the list of least developed countries to the status of a developing nation in November 2026. Exiting from the LDC category will put Bangladesh's export sector under big pressure as duty-free export facilities will end. As the least developed countries, Bangladesh has been enjoying duty-free access from the World Trade Organizations and the European Union. Besides, under regional and bilateral agreements, Bangladesh has also been receiving duty-free export facilities to countries like China and India. Business leaders said that after graduation, the pharmaceutical industry could face major challenges. Intellectual property regulations in the pharmaceutical sector will become stricter, which may push up medicine prices. At the same time, the ready-made garment sector will also be affected, mentioning that the export sector will face significant challenges after the graduation. Experts said that timely preparations is essential to tackle the economic challenges of the post-LDC era. Skilled human resources are crucial for overcoming the challenges of becoming a developing country. For this, the government will need to take various measures to equip the young generations not only with general education but also with technical and technological knowledge. Besides, analysts have emphasized the need to create new markets and to diversify products rather than relying on a single product. As the time draws closer, the campaigning for the Dhaka election is intensifying. There are only 3 days left for the campaigning, so the candidates are also sitting idle even on holidays. They are also reaching the voters in every possible way. Meanwhile, GS candidate from Anti-Discrimination Student Council panel, Mahin Sarkar, extended support to Abu Bakr Mojumdar, while independent candidates raised their various complaints. After Juma Press, United Students Alliance talked to the newsmen. In the afternoon, the GS candidates participated in the debate organized by the Dhaka University Debating Society, and in the evening, candidates of United Students panel took part in the projection meeting held at Poet Sofia Kamal Hall. National Curriculum and Textbook Board (NCTB) is introducing an unprecedented monitoring system from the new academic year to improve the quality of textbook and curb irregularities. Not just printing standards but also paper quality, eye safety and overall supervision are undergoing major reforms. Starting from the next academic year, every printed form will be required to mention which printing press produced the book. This will make it easy to identify the responsible press if any quality issues arise after distribution. In addition, several measures have been taken to improve both paper and print quality. CCTV cameras will be installed in every press to monitor the printing process, while paper quality will be tested in dual laboratories. As a result, students will receive higher quality books on time in the new academic year, hoped the NCTB. Meanwhile, NCTB's chairman dismissed divide media reports that the government has decided to call for international standards to print the books. Now moving to international news.